Hello everyone and welcome back. As you can see, we're back at the Lords of Magic content, the last of the three live champions, the Mage. And the base model had a very simple design, as you may have seen at the beginning of the video. So I took a bit of liberty with this model in regards to the whole thing. So I could have made the original model in, I don't know, half an hour, I guess. I didn't even try because just giving her a plain, simple, monocolored dress wasn't what I wanted to go for. So I took my drawing or my sketchbook and made a few sketches. And you can see I'm already going into the pinup direction here. And yeah, this is basically what I did. I decided to go for a multi-piece set. I have a shirt that I can use. I have a skirt that I completely rigged and I can use. So you will see in the final render that you will not see you will see the effect of the ring, but you will not see how I rig it, because that would have probably blown either the speed or the length of this video way out of proportion. Yeah, but most of today was spent, or not most of the day, but most of the time I spent on this project today was spent with rigging the dress. As you can see, I've used this crossover pattern again. With on the top, on the cutout parts as a kind of overlay. And what I also did is I decided for a new take on the rings. So usually if you have some kind of sewing or some kind of string going through stuff, you have like a ring where it goes through an oar. And I decided, since you usually only see something yellow, something metallic, I decided to make this way easier. This is really just a simple grid that I cut up into the single faces, and I used each face as a basically marker for the actual ring. And I did the same right at the lower of the levels. This is just me playing a bit around. I was trying to see if I use extra lines, if I add extra edges, or not. How does this whole thing deform? And yeah. This is just a bit of playing around. There are a few artifacts as well, which I just removed. And here we go again with the same idea. I cut up the grid into the single faces, and I just moved the faces. They are, by the way, this is made symmetrical, so it takes less time. So I'm moving the faces onto the points where the oars would be, and give them a little bit of thickness, and that's basically the whole deal for the shirt. Last thing, I did a bit of, I played around a bit with the UV map. Yeah, but this is really a rather simple UV map, and yeah, this is the whole thing. So we go into the skirt. As I told you, I've rigged this. So what I rigged is actually the front part and the back part of the skirt, basically the loincloth part. The original model has a full-on skirt here, but yeah, as you know, there's a lot of stuff going on with this, with rigging, with where does what part go. How does it follow the leg or not? There's usually a lot of distortion in this, so I decided to not do this, to go for the usual cut up single part skirt, which is also probably easier to move in. I don't know, I don't wear any skirts usually, so I don't have that much experience. Yeah, the belt with which I started is really just a very simple thing. I've decided to go for the double ring close instead of the usual one, because I just want some diversity in what I do, and this was fun enough and easy enough to do. So yeah, from the belt I copy pasted one of the face groups, and yeah, I used this as a basis for the skirt, which was a rather good idea, because it didn't need much fiddling, and as you can see, this is really easy. This went really fast. This is really just the extrusion tool and a little bit of adjustment, so that this is covering up enough without going into too much detail. I thought about giving it some waves or stuff, but I decided against that as well, because too much detail also means a lot more work with the rigging. I've checked the UV map a bit and tried to make that as easy as possible, because I will most likely work with this UV map later on. I saw someone use a software where you can work with textures and stuff, and I want to see if I can use this. So I made a very simple and very good usable UV map for this. Yeah, last part is the bracelet that governs that goes around the underarm, the lower arm, and this was quite interesting, because at first I was really having a problem, or it was really challenging to fit all the points around the arm, since it isn't completely it isn't parallel to the world coordinates. So either I use the coordinates of the object, which is quite difficult, or I just look how I can do this, how this is how I can work with this, and this took actually a lot of time to fiddle all these single points to the around the arm. And as you can see, I've used the add tool quite a lot to add more, the connect tool to add more faces, to more edges into the model. But finally, this is finally really worked. It worked really well. I went a bit. I had actually a complete plan of what I was going for this time. So I wanted to try more of this winged kind or separated kind of thing. So I divided the lines before I thickened this, and as you can see, this worked this worked as intended. If it's quite well, this is hard to say, but it worked as intended. Yeah, this is the whole video. This is your render. Thank you for watching, and see you guys around.